Well, we are about to find out, folks. 3 rounds of flyweight competition between Chris Hansen and Javel McKenzie. Our referees giving our final instructions to the fighters. Rafael Davis in charge of tonight's bout. Chris Hansen in the red corner, stalking, ready, excited. Across the cage from him, Javel McKenzie. Let's get it started with Jim Fitzgerald.
All right, my fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present 3 rounds of mixed martial arts in the flyweight division. This is the second fight of the 8-man, 125-pound tournament. The winner advances. This bout is sponsored in part by Platinum Style Auto Body. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Rafael Davis. And now, introducing you first on my right, fighting on the red corner. He is wearing black trunks. He is training out of Team Quest in San Jacinto by way of Maryland. He weighed in 125 pounds. His record 1 win with 4 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Chris the Sinister Hansen.
The next part of SparStar's flyweight tournament. Javel McKenzie in the blue corner, Chris Hansen in the red. This is SparStar.
Okay, here we go. I've actually had a pleasure of seeing Javel fight before, so he's very explosive, and actually here in SparStar. And here we go, both men starting off with kicks.
Hansen looking to go high early.
With the front kick. Hansen catches that kick, trying to sweep him, get him to the ground. McKenzie trying his best to defend that takedown. What he needs to do, he needs to remove that leg from the middle of his leg.
And just as it's stated by Lethal Laura, McKenzie does just that and puts Hansen back against the cage.
And here we go. Now, what's stopping him from McKenzie getting that takedown is he's cross-facing him, so that's stopping that takedown. So
restart by Rafael Davis.
Yes. So here we go. Hansen a little awkward in his stance. Just kind of slapping away the jab. McKenzie a little bit more technical.
Both fighters feinting, looking for openings.
And here we go.
McKenzie forward with a double jab. Hansen now throwing blows.
Hansen again, McKenzie against the cage. Still trying to get a takedown with that.
Javel McKenzie keeping his hips tight.
Here we go. You got 10 seconds in this round. Here we go. Some knees from McKenzie. Front kick by McKenzie. Inside low kick.
So you mentioned the unorthodox style of Chris Hansen. Break down for us what's unique about his fighting style.
He's just maybe I would find him a little awkward, I guess, his stance. It's not. You're not able to read him, which is probably works for him, because his opponent is not able to read him. But it works for him, I guess. He's a little awkward though.
Javel McKenzie in the blue corner, getting instruction from his corner.
Again, I think McKenzie's a little bit more technical, a little bit more kind of calmer than his opponent, Hansen.
Get involved in the conversation. Those of you watching around the world, tweet us. Rich Slayton at MMA Comic and Laura at Lethal Laura. Round 2 on its way. Chris Hansen, that unorthodox striking style out of the red corner from Team Quest. Javel McKenzie in the blue corner from Systems Training Center. Fight Clock brought to you by MMA Madhouse.
Here we go. Wow. Hansen actually able to take him down, take McKenzie down.
Hansen on top, working in the guard of McKenzie.
Again, there's been a lot of restarts in this card so far. So if both men are not able to work, they will get stood up. McKenzie's still trying to just control him.
McKenzie's guard creeping up the body of Hansen.
Yes, to a high guard. It's looking like he wants to do a triangle. He's going for a triangle. But Hansen still is just putting a lot of pressure.
And a restart from Rafael Davis.
And here you go.
McKenzie throws a couple of blows. Now on top.
Good spot by McKenzie.
Front head control by McKenzie.
And still trying to work.
Hansen trying to turn it over.
Here you go. McKenzie trying to get the back. Trying to get one hook in. Hansen still trying to. And he got a guillotine. Straight from that.
Hansen left arm in, no place to find for that right hand yet.
And he escapes.
McKenzie working on that arm. Hansen, though, should escape this round unscathed.
Those 2 minutes fly quickly, rather quickly. But, I don't know. Right now, what do you think? Well, how do you call it?
Very tough fight to call so far. Hansen definitely stepping it up a bit here in the second round with that takedown.
Yes. He was able to get that takedown, finally.
Not a lot to go on with the feet. You got to wonder, that active guard of McKenzie, might that be the difference?
Yes.
As we've seen tonight, though, the judges have seen these fights very differently. We've had some split decisions. We've had the split draw earlier this evening. So it's hard to call. You can only call from what we see from our angle.
Yes.
Who knows what judges 1, 2, and 3 are seeing from their corners.
Exactly. We got a different angle that they do, so.
Those of you at home have the best seat in the house, right up inside the action. Here we go, ready for the third and final round. Your clock brought to you by MMA Madhouse, counting down the final 2 minutes in this flyweight affair in the SparStar Flyweight Tournament.
And here we go.
McKenzie, 1-2, looking for hooks.
McKenzie.
Hansen going for the takedown. McKenzie, though, looking like he might end up on top.
And thank you, boys, for bringing the action right to me. And he just needs to sprawl it out, sprawl.
McKenzie looking for the head for a moment. Hansen takes the opportunity to put McKenzie on his back.
McKenzie's still striking, even though he got someone. He's going
But
for a
now
triangle.
the triangle locked in.
He's going for a triangle. All he has to do is put that arm across. You have to put that arm across.
And now switching sides.
He has to reset. It's not all set in. Both arms are.
The triangle not quite cinched here for McKenzie.
He has to be careful not to get burned out so much.
Does he need to maybe pull that left foot up further?
Yes.
There
you
we go. Now
That's
it's
a
locked
reset.
down.
There you go.
And that is it. Javel McKenzie finishes this fight by triangle. in the third and final round.
Well,
And the submission woes continue for Chris Hansen.
Yes, that's 1 in 5, and it's gonna be 5 submissions, I believe.
You know, there are some fighters who are fine at defending submissions, but something just happens in the cage. Most common to memory is former 2-division title challenger Chael Sonnen.
Yes.
A fine grappler, really struggled with submissions inside the cage.
Yes. Yes, he did. But great fight from McKenzie, coming from systems training. With his corners is actually Bellator fighter Albert Morales, carrying him around. And you see, he just had to reset a little bit and just tweak a little bit of that foot across his back.
You know, one thing we saw Chris Hansen, a very aggressive fighter, a very forward-thinking fighter. Sometimes that might be the challenge. You know, we saw one of the biggest upset victories of all time would be the submission of Fedor Emelianenko.
Yes.
In that fight, Fedor had a chance to back out when he was caught against Fabricio Verdum, and just forward thinking went right back into the danger zone. And you might have seen that there as that triangle was opened up and transitioning. Chris Hansen maybe having tunnel vision and not backing out when the opportunity presented itself.
Yes. Well, tough loss for Hansen.
Let's make things official inside the cage with Jim Fitzgerald.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute, 24 seconds of round number 3, referee in charge, Rafael Davis stops the contest due to a tap-out submission for the triangle two. Our winner in the blue corner, Javel. Once again, from the Jonathan King.